Pop neuroscience writer Jonah Lehrer was the very definition of an early bloomer. Born and raised in Los Angeles, at 15, the precocious teenager won a $1,000 prize for a NASDAQ-sponsored essay contest. Lehrer attended Columbia University, the Ivy League's New York anchor, where he majored in neuroscience and co-authored a paper that delved into the genetic origins of Down syndrome. But young Lehrer was no mere science whiz. He also bestrode Columbia's political and literary world, first as a writer for the Columbia Review, then for 2 years as the esteemed journal's editor. It surprised no one that Lehrer's next move was to win a Rhodes Scholarship. At Oxford University's Wolfson College, he walked in the steps of Wolfson's founder, the legendary Sir Isaiah Berlin, and studied philosophy. It could be rightly said that young Lehrer was a polymath, that rarest of people who, like Thomas Jefferson, are expert across many different disciplines. Lehrer, like Jefferson, could also write cogently. In 2007, at 26, he published his first book, the well-reviewed Proust Was a Neuroscientist. 2 other books quickly followed, How We Decide, in 2009, and Imagine, How Creativity Works, in 2012, which made the New York Times bestseller list. If Lehrer was a polymath in his grasp of varying intellectual topics, he was also a paragon of multimedia. Not only could he write in different formats, books, essays, columns, and blogs, he proved to be a gifted radio host on National Public Radio's Radiolab. On television, he was a witty guest on The Colbert Report and other shows. Money soon followed. Lehrer was said to have earned a $1 million book advance for Imagine. He began a lucrative side career as a paid speaker. While he was not in the $80,000 per speech fee range of his New Yorker colleague and writer Malcolm Gladwell, he was earning up to $40,000 for an hour's talk. With money pouring in, Lehrer, only 29, bought an architecturally famous home, the Shulman House, in California's Hollywood Hills, for $2.2 million. Lehrer achieved big and early, and he did it with his own radiant intellect. Lehrer's astonishing rise in the intertwined worlds of publishing and journalism parallels the rise of what, with a nod to quiet author Susan Cain, we might call the Wunderkind ideal. Translated, Wunderkind literally means wonder child. Throughout the early 2000s, Lehrer's flashing rise from talented student to best-selling author to media phenomenon embodied a new cultural hero, the early bloomer, whose emergence reached a tipping point just as we were finding our footing in a new millennium. The archetypical Wunderkind, like Lehrer, blooms early, becomes rich and famous, and makes sure we all know it. He or she may be precociously talented or technologically gifted, possessed of an otherworldly attractiveness, or the beneficiary of great family connections. Regardless, Wunderkinds not only reach the pinnacle of their chosen field faster than anyone else, they likely become wealthy in the process. The media is a powerful lens through which to observe and track the rise of Wunderkinds. Use of the term in various media platforms has skyrocketed in the last several decades. According to Google, the appearance of the word Wunderkind in books, articles, newspapers, and other media has increased by more than 1,000% since 1960. And it's no wonder. These have been great times for precocious bloomers. Singers like Taylor Swift, Adele, Rihanna, Selena Gomez, and Justin Bieber. Rappers like The Weeknd and Chance the Rapper. Actors like Jennifer Lawrence, Margot Robbie, Adam Driver, and Donald Glover. And models like Kendall and Kylie Jenner and Gigi and Bella Hadid are cross-platform celebrities who wield culture-defining influence. And at the time of their rise, they were all in their 20s or younger. Our newest mass media platform, the Internet, is dominated by a slew of young, web celebs.